A very warm welcome to everyone who's watching us here today. Today I have with me Bhawna Jaiswal, who is an athlete in long jump and an amazing poetess. I'm so glad to have you here with me today. Welcome.
Same here. Thank you so much.
Okay, so being both an athlete and a poet, it's a very interesting combination. Do you think there is something common between the two of them?
Uh, Basically, काफी लोग यही पूछते हैं कि how you being a athlete, how you manage poetry, or why you chose poetry, or why you do it. It is just my hobby, and if you want any kind of correlation, then I would definitely say that, according to me, poetry is a way of life, and I do aesthetics because it is my passion. I cannot think to live without it. So when I write or when I write something motivational, it helps me to inculcate that into my aesthetics. So that's how I connect both of them. Yeah.
That's really interesting. That's something new that I've heard today. So, what did you get into
Thank
first,
you.
sports or poetry? And what drove you towards both of them?
Uh, I would definitely say sports. When I was in my school and I just saw my seniors that they were pursuing sports and वो काफी आगे तक खेलना चाहते थे. They played state level, then nationals, then internationals. And when I heard about it, that when you go for internationals and then the fame you get, and then I mean, you can make your parents proud, your school proud, everyone proud. So that just made me to think that why can I cannot do it. And I got a good personality, I got a good height, and many people believed in me that I can do sports. So that's why I just got myself in. I started it when I was in 8th standard, and I chose long jump as my event. So basically, my PET teacher, his name was Mr. Damodar Shankma. So he chose me and he said that you can do it, but if you couldn't perform, we will not take you to state levels. So I worked very hard. I wanted to represent my school, and then I got selected. I won medal, and then from there itself, I chose the path of athletics. Poetry was something came up in the Corona cycle. मतलब जब हम लोग लॉकडाउन में थे and we have nothing to do basically, so I chose to write. I chose to write down my feelings, whatever was going inside my head. So that's where poetry came in, and मुझे कभी नहीं पता था कि मेरी पोएम्स को लोग इतना ज्यादा पसंद करेंगे और else they would love it this much, और वो मुझे इतना प्यार देंगे that आज आप या मैं आपसे बात कर पा रही हूँ just because of them or just because of my Instagram page. So I am very thankful for this.
That's nice. That's really nice to hear. So, tell us about your biggest athletic achievement till date.
Actually, in between, I left my game because of some reasons, but when I started again, I represented. I am 5 times state medalist. I am state champion, and I represented my state at national levels. I am West Zone national medalist, and right now I am continuing my sports, and I'll be representing my university in All India Women University Games, which is going to be held in Bhubaneswar from 21st to 24th of February.
That's really amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So, is there some milestone you have or you wish to achieve in the field of poetry?
Yeah, you know what? I used to hear Kumar Vishwas a lot, and I would love to speak to him and hear him in person. I want to see him how he managed to speak so fluently and so confidently in front of a lot of people, and he's so wonderful. I mean, उनके जो शब्द होते हैं सीधे कानों में ऐसा लगता है कि घुल रहे हैं, and you just flow in it.
Yes, I
So
agree.
I yeah, I wish to reach that level when I can Kumar Vishwas, or I hear Ekta Sandhir. She's also an Instagram influencer, and Priya Malik. I just want to meet up or talk to these poets. So I just want to reach at that level. Yeah.
Well, you have my best wishes. I really hope you do. Because your poems are really amazing. And they're like, sometimes most of them are also very relatable, at least the ones that I've heard.
Yeah.
So, what are some
Thank you so much.
athletes and poets that inspire you the most?
Uh, Athletes, I would name Ivana Stanovic. She's my favorite athlete, and I just love to watch her. Her body, her physique, her confidence, and how she manages to compete and do her workout and everything else. And in India, I like Mr. Ankit Sharma. He represented India in Olympics. Yeah, 2016 Olympics at Rio. And poetry, like poetry, I already told you, Kumar Vishwas and Ekta Sandhi and all. Yeah.
All right. So, what does a typical day look like you for as an athlete in long jump?
Um, Typical day, as in, I didn't understand.
Like, what is kind of like a daily routine for you? Something, a ritual you go by, or like the kind of workouts you do?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, the name of my coach is Mr. Amit Gautam, and I just love working out under him. He just always behaves like my father, and he's an amazing coach. He's the best coach in India, according to me. So basically, I get up at 6 in the morning. Then from 6:30, my warm up starts. Then my morning workout ends at 9. Then my mother keeps my breakfast ready when I come back to home, and then I sleep sometimes, or else my online classes. Then again training from 3:30 to 6, and then back to home. Then I just freshen up and have my dinner, and then I study or I read some books, or else I just chit chat with my mother. That's my favorite part of the day, and that's it. Or otherwise, if I want to share something, I just talk with my friends sometimes. Yeah, and then I sleep by 10 or 10:30.
That's really nice. So, since all the training and workout you do must get really exhausting. So, do you think poetry is a place you relax or a place you find solace at?
Yeah, I mean, you know what? When you write, you just pour out your feelings. You just pour out your the thoughts going inside your head, and when the thoughts going inside your head just comes out, you feel very free. And when you read what you wrote, I mean, what you wrote with all your heart, and you find it very beautiful, you feel very happy that it came out so beautifully from inside you. So yeah, definitely I can say that poetry makes me feel so within me, like I am with myself when I write. So it is very nice to write.
Yes, I completely agree. And like when you read the things that you've written, you also sometimes get a clarity of the thoughts that are going inside your head.
Yeah,
It makes sense. So, who motivates you and
yeah, yeah,
supports you the most for
yeah, yeah.
both of the avenues you're in?
um it's my mother. She's the like the my human being, my favorite human being, and my person, or my supporter, my backbone, my best friend, my coach. I don't know what to say because there are so many names I can give it to her, and she never lets me down, or make allows me to allows me to feel that you cannot do something, or you are allowed to give up. She's like, you're not allowed to give up. You're not born for giving up. You are born for doing extraordinary stuff. So girls like you are not ordinary or not common. So she makes me believe that I am unique and I am born to do some extraordinary things. So the best part of motivation is when sometimes I don't want to wake up in the morning, or I don't want to continue the schedule, and then she come to me, and then she says that this is the time you have to do. When you don't feel like getting up, or when you don't feel like doing it, you have to do it. This is the time you have to carry yourself. So that is the best part. She's the person who motivates me or supports me the most.
That's so heartwarming. So, what are your poems really influenced by? Are they influenced by your life experiences or just some general things you come across?
Um, some of most of my poems, the reels I posted जब मैंने मेरा Instagram start किया था, तो the first reels, like the 5 to 6 reels, they are based on my life, what I had experienced or what I went through, I was going through that time, or they are totally based on my life and what I said. Some of them I read and I like, so I want the words to have my voice, and I want people to hear those words in my voice. Some of them are from my fans, the fans who send me these words. So yeah.
So you have written a lot of poems. So which one will you pick up today to motivate yourself? And like, what's the reason behind it?
uh, uh, I would choose mm, आज तुम तुम्हारे साथ हो, बस वही काफी है, जीवन में थोड़े पल तो मिले हैं, बाकी सब माफी है, गलती करने से नहीं दोहराने से डरो, और जो चीज तुम्हारे लिए नहीं है उन चीजों को छोड़ो, तुम तो आगे बढ़ो. So I chose them because you do a lot of mistakes whenever you are just, I mean, आपका जीवन है और गलतियां तो आप करेंगे, but you cannot just hold them and you cannot cry over them through your entire life. You have to move on, and the best part is when you stand with yourself, no one can stand against you. That is your biggest power, when you stand with yourself. So right now in these times, हम जिस जिस दुनिया में रह रहे हैं या हम जिस माहौल में हैं, हमारे साथ कोई नहीं है एक्सेप्ट कि हम ही हमारे साथ. So that is the point. You are your biggest power, and you should stand with yourself, whatever the situation may be. Yeah. I cannot hear you. I cannot hear you.
I'm so sorry, I was on mute.
It's okay.
So that was really beautiful, Bhavna. And that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me here. It was really nice hearing your perspectives. You really brought in a lot of fresh things to the table, and it was really nice. I wish you all the best
Thank you
for
so much.
everything that you're doing. And I just wish you a lot of success, and I hope you keep going.
Thank you so much. You're very sweet. Thank you for having me here.
Thank,
I had the best amazing experience. Thank you.
thank you. Bye.